Okay, so this was what we were doing yesterday. Okay. Can you all see the screen? Can you all see the screen? Give thumbs up if you can.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Never mind if you're not able to unmute quickly. Just show me the thumbs up or raise your hand or thumbs up or whatever you can do. Okay. So we studied about root over 3, how to plot root over 2, root over 3. And then we studied about how to plot root over x on the number line. Okay. Now with this root over x, we'll find out for some decimal numbers also. How to plot some decimal numbers. Okay. Let's suppose if you are given like this root over 5.3. So in your book, you have a question root over 9.3. Okay. So let's do that. Okay. But before that, we see, I told you this B to D distance is your root over x yesterday. Is it? Everyone understood till here? If you are asked to find root over x, so this is how you find out. You take a length, draw a length of x centimeters first, and then you extend 1 unit, add to it. Okay. Then it becomes x plus 1 centimeters, the whole of the base. Then keeping the center 0, you draw a semicircle over it. All right, this much you understood? And then from point B, you make a perpendicular which touches this semicircle. So wherever it meets this semicircle, that point is called D. And this distance from B to D is your root over x. Everyone understood this much yesterday? Okay. So now our first thing is to find, is this root over x exactly the same what we are trying to find out? Okay, now how can you prove that this distance is root over x only? It's not something else. Okay, so let's check out that. How do we prove that? Now we are proving that this distance BD is root over x. This is what we want to prove now. Okay. Okay, give thumbs up. Class 9. Okay, so now let's see. Now we have this triangle. Now this is a perpendicular here. We get this right angle triangle. Okay, if we join this with O to D, we get this as a right angle triangle. Okay, OBD. So let's do this in triangle OBD. Now this is a right angle triangle OBD. And whenever we have a right angle triangle, we always apply Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so here in this case, okay. Okay, now our interest is this BD. BD square. We know that hypotenuse square is base square plus perpendicular square. Okay, but BD here is the perpendicular. So what will BD be? Hypotenuse minus the base square. Okay, hypotenuse is O to D is the hypotenuse. So we can write it as OD minus OB square like this. BD square can be written as OD square minus OB square as per this right angle triangle. Children, please tell me wherever you don't understand. Okay. Now this distance O to D, OD distance is the radius. Now see, you can see here O to A is the radius. With this O as center, we made this semicircle, right? So this O to D is the radius actually. So this OD is equal to OA is equal to OC. They are all equal. They are all the radius. Okay. AO plus AO equals to OC equals to OD. They are all the radius. It's a radius here. Right? And how much is the radius? This complete length was x plus 1. A to C was x plus 1. So radius is half of the diameter. Radius is half of the diameter. So that means this radius is x plus 1 by 2, half of the diameter. Understood this? Understood this? How did we get OD equals to x plus 1 by 2? If understood, please keep showing the thumbs up. Okay? Otherwise, as we move ahead, you will not understand them. So
Ma'am,
in
can you
place of,
explain the radius part once more?
yes, see here, from this O as center, I made a semicircle like this, O as center and OA as the radius. I made this semicircle. This
Yes,
much
ma'am.
you understood? Now this point D lies on the circle. And if I take a distance from O to D, so this is the radius only, no?
Okay.
Any point on the circle from the center is the radius. So OA is the radius, O to C is the radius, O to D is the radius.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And this complete distance from A to C was the diameter of the semicircle. This was the diameter. And radius is half of the diameter. So we took x plus 1 by 2. This is the radius. Okay, radius, or you can say OD. Okay, so here in place of OD, I will write x plus 1 by 2, the whole square, minus. Now I have to find OB. How do I find OB now? Now OB I can write here as, OB can be written as OC minus BC. OC minus BC. Why I am taking OC and BC? Because I know the distances between, I know the distance of BC and I know the distance of AC. Right? OC. OC is the diameter, that is x plus 1 by 2, and BC was 1 centimeter, no? BC was 1 centimeter we had taken. So minus 1. So when I take the LCM of this, this becomes x plus 1 minus 2 I get. So this becomes 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So I get x minus 2 by 2. Okay. I get my OB to be x minus 1 by 2. Understood? How did I get this? Everyone, did you understand? How did I get this? OB equals to x minus 1 by 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone has a doubt? Please ask. So in place of OB, I'll write this value of OB, which I've got now. Okay, x minus 1 by 2 whole square. Now, I will just subtract them. I will take the whole square. यहाँ पे क्या property लग जाएगी? A plus B whole square. So A plus B whole square is A square plus B square plus 2AB. That is 2x minus, what do I have inside the bracket? The denominator here is 2 square 4. Here also it is 2 square 4. So denominator is common. Okay, here I have seen A minus B, the whole square formula can be applied. So x square plus 1 square minus 2x. Okay. Now from here I can see x square and x square will cancel if I multiply this with the outer negative sign. So this becomes minus x square. X square minus x square will cancel out, and 1 square minus 1 square will also cancel out. And now I'm left with 2x minus minus plus 2x by 4. So this gives me 4x by 4. 4 gets cancelled. I have just x with me. So now I have BD square is equal to x. So this implies that BD is equal to root over x. So this is what we have got. यही तो हम प्रूव करना चाहते थे. Understood this? Everyone understood? Please keep your videos on. Pranav, keep your video on. Purujit, Yukta, keep the videos on. Anyone has a doubt in this? Anyone has doubt in this? Okay. So now I'll take one sum, which is from your book only. Okay. Now represent, let's take the question. Represent. So on the same grounds, you will do this question, okay? root over 9.3 on number line. Okay. On the same grounds, you can do this also, 9.3. And you can do for any more numbers also. Okay, even not only 9.3, you can do for any kind of numbers. So let's do this. So what was the first step? That draw a line of length x centimeters. Was it? I had given you these steps. Draw a line of length x, right? Then my second step was extend the line x by 1 unit, so 1 centimeter. Then third step was take the midpoint of the big length, the complete line, okay, and draw a semicircle over it from the midpoint. So let's do, taking the first step now, draw a line segment of length A to B of line segment 9.3 centimeters. Okay, this is A to B, 9.3 centimeters. Second step was extend by 1 centimeters. Okay, so extend by 1 unit, that means 1 centimeter we have taken. Okay, so now this complete length is now how much? 9.3 plus 1. Now this becomes 10.3 centimeters, this complete length. Okay, so now where is the midpoint of this 10.3 ka midpoint? Where is the midpoint of this? With your compass, can you find the midpoint of this? How do you find the midpoint of this? Take your compass more than half of this, make an arc up, make an arc down. Keep the compass setting here, take an arc up, take an arc down, just join it. So when you join it, you get the midpoint of this line. Okay? Otherwise, if you have 10.3, if you can find the midpoint of this, you can do. Okay, just with the scale. 10 का half हो गया 5 and 0.3 का half हो गया कितना हो गया 1.5. 3 का half हो गया 1.5. So that means 5.1.5 between 5.1 और 5.2 के बीच में, right? Got it? Yes.
Ma'am, we have to take the compass more than AB.
हाँ, more than half of the distance.
Ma'am, and then we have to keep the compass.
This you have studied in class 6, you know, how do you take the midpoint, how do you bisect the line segment? Suppose you have a line segment of 5 centimeters, how do you bisect the line segment? So, what do you do? Line segment in estimate हम कर लेंगे यहाँ पे, how much is midpoint कहाँ होगा, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा यहाँ होगा. So, I will open my compass to somewhere close to the other number. Okay, if this is A, I will open my compass closer to distance A, not exactly A, but closer to A. So that means it's more than half. So I'll take an arc up here with the same measurement, arc down. When keeping the pointer here, take an arc up, take an arc down. ये आपने 6th class में पढ़ा हुआ है. Okay, so this is how you get a bisector of a line segment. All right?
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
understood? So now you have got the bisector of the line segment. So you got, हमें bisector नहीं चाहिए, we just need the midpoint actually. Okay, so we have just found out the midpoint. Now keeping this midpoint as a pointer, keep your pointer compass needle on this point O. This is the O center. Okay, and with OA as the radius, make a semicircle over it. With OA as the semicircle. Okay, क्योंकि ये midpoint है तो OA is also the radius and OC is also the radius. So the semicircle that you will make will touch this C also. Right? Okay. And then extend the perpendicular line which touches this circle like this. So this point is taken as D. Yes? Understood this? Understood this much? Draw a perpendicular line from A which touches the circle at D. Okay? I hope everyone is understanding. Please show your thumbs up if you're understanding. Otherwise, I'll keep explaining this only. Okay? Now, your next step says that this distance that you have measured now is your root over x. ये हमने measure किया था and we proved also. Okay, so now this distance is what? Root over x. Now here we have our x as 9.3 centimeters. So that means this distance BD is root over 9.3. Okay, but this distance is perpendicular. We wanted this distance on the x-axis. हमें तो ये x-axis के ऊपर चाहिए. So what we will do, we will keep the compass pointer at B and pencil at D and make an arc like this, a big arc, wherever it touches the x-axis. जहाँ भी ये x-axis को intersect करेगा, that point is your, from B to that point is your root over 9.3. This distance is your 9.3. Okay? Okay?
Yes,
Yes, Purujit? Are you understanding, Purujit? Purujit, I'm asking you, did you understand?
Ma'am,
Yes,
did you
I'm
call me?
asking you. Yes, I'm calling you. Did you understand? Aren't you able to hear?
Yeah, I was able to hear. I have some background noise.
What is that noise? Please tell them to quiet.
Ma'am, 1 second.
So if you have understood, please show your thumbs up. Okay, shall I move ahead?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, now for instance, now I'll show you with one more example. Okay, not only the book question, I will show you. Let's represent root over 10.5 on number line. Can you do this? With the same method as you did now. Okay, same method. First, draw a line segment AB of 10.5 centimeters. Then extend 1 centimeter. Okay, your total length will become 10.5 plus 1 will become 11.5 distance. Okay. Then take the midpoint of this A to C, 11.5 ka midpoint lo. Then with OA as the radius, make a semicircle over it and extend the perpendicular from point B, which touches that semicircle, and that distance is your root over 10.5. And with BD as the radius, make a semicircle, make a big arc which intersects x-axis. So that distance will be your 10.5, root over 10.5. Please do it. Quickly do it. Done? Done, children? Why the videos are off? Jitendra, Harshit, Yukta.
Ma'am,
On
almost
the videos, please.
Ma'am, there's a small glitching problem like internet
Okay,
issue.
okay, you said your problem, but what about others? Why the videos are? See, throughout the class, your video should be on. Hurry up.
done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, got it? So final answer is when you take that distance on the x-axis, okay? Not as the perpendicular. Don't keep it as just a perpendicular distance BD. From with BD as the radius and B as the center, make an arc so that it intersects x-axis. So at x-axis, wherever you get the point, that distance is root over your number, 10.5. Okay, now see the next one. Real numbers on the number line. Now, how do we represent real numbers on the number line? Look, children. Represent. Now, suppose if you have number 2.665, you have to represent this number on number line. How do you represent this number, which has so many digits after the decimal? Okay. See, one thing is clear here that this number lies between 2 and 3. Is it? This number lies between 2 and 3. मैं 2 और 3 को थोड़ा मैग्नीफाई करके बता रही हूँ आपको. Okay, look here. This number lies between 2 and 3. For this you are sure 2.6 है, तो मतलब it lies between 2 and 3. Now this number is 2.6. Now if I divide the distance from 2 to 3 in 10 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 यहाँ आता है. ठीक है, this is not there. Okay, so 2.5 का जो next है, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this number is 2.5. So now what I want is 2.6. So 2.6 यहाँ पर है. That means 2.665 lies between 2.6 and 2.7. Is it? Is that clear? Are you able to understand? Please unmute and tell me. This number lies between
Yes,
2.6
ma'am.
and 2.7 now. This is 2.6 and this is 2.7. Now I'll magnify this also and show you. Now this is 2.6 and this is 2.7. अब 2.6 और 2.7 distance को भी I will divide it into 10 small parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, like this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, 10 equal parts. Now 2.6 and 2.7. Now this distance is 2.665. Now this is 2.61, 2.62, 2.63, 2.64, 2.65. Now this number is 2.65 and this one is 2.66. Okay, 2.66 and 2.67. Now my number is 2.665. Now 2.665 lies between 2.66 and 2.67. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my number is what? 2.665. So 2.665 lies between 2.66 and 2.67. इसके बीच में lie करता है. Okay, so I'll magnify now this also. This is 2.66 and this is 2.67. So in between also I will make 10 equal divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? So 6.66 है. Now this one is 2.661, 2.662, 2.663, 664, 665. This 5 आ गया ना, तो 5 is what? 2.665. Now this point is your 2.665. Okay. So you have finally reached 2.665. Okay. So where was this number actually? Between 2 and 3. But when we magnified it, we saw that the number lies between 2.6 and 2.7. ठीक है, अब हमने 2.6 और 2.7 को भी मैग्नीफाई किया. Then we found that this number lies between 2.66 and 2.67. So that is 2.65. Okay.
Ma'am,
Right?
can you explain it once more?
Yes. See here. From here you can clearly see that this number lies between 2 and 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we have 2 and 3 के बीच में we have small divisions. 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6. Now when we have got 2.6, that means the first digit, 2.6. That means the rest of the number is lesser than 2.6, greater than 2.6 and lies between 2.6 and 2.7.
Yes, ma'am.
And this number lies between 2.6 and 2.7. अब मैंने इतने पोर्शन को मैग्नीफाई किया. मैग्नीफाई मतलब बड़ा किया है. Okay, so 2.6 से लेके now I'll make 10 equal divisions here. So that becomes now 2.61, 2.62, 2.63, 2.64, 2.65, 2.66. Now when I reach 2.66, that means I'm closer to my number somewhere.
Yes, ma'am.
No? So 2.66 and next number is 2.67. That means this number now, which is 2.665, lies between 2.66 and 2.67. Okay. Now I magnified 2.66 and 2.67 also. Now again I divided this into 10 equal parts. Right?
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
my first part was 2.661. Okay, first part क्या था? 2.661, then 2.662, 2.663, 2.664, 2.665. The fifth point was 2.665 and this is the final number. Okay, you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this was 2.661, 2.662, 2.663, 2.664, 2.665. So this is my final number. Okay, and it lies between 2.66 and 2.67. But all this lied between from 2 to 3. Got it?
Yeah, ma'am.
I hope you have understood this, children. Now, similarly, if I tell you to locate a number, represent 3.765 on the number line. Will you be able to do? On the number line. Now, you will first see the first decimal point, 3.7. 3.7 means it lies between 3 and 4.
Ma'am, it
Okay.
lies between 3.7 and 3.8, right?
So this first of all we'll see it lies between 3 and 4. Okay. Second, next part will be what? We will make 10 divisions between 3 and 4. So then we will find that 3.1, 3.2, so on. So this lies between 3.7 and 3.8 because this is something greater than 3.7. No, so it lies between 3.7 and 3.8. Right? Now, again we will magnify 3.7 and 3.8. So 3.7 के बाद again we will make 10 divisions in between. So that becomes 3.71, 3.72, 3.73, 3.74, 3.75, 3.76 to 3.77. So that means this number lies between 3.6 and 3.76 and 3.77. Is it? Are you understanding? Now again we will make 10 small divisions in this. Okay, so then this becomes 3.761, 3.762, 3.763, 3.764, 3.765. So 3.765 lies between this. ये कैसे शुरू हुआ? 3.761, 3.762, 762 and so on करके हम पहुंच गए 3.765. Okay? Okay, children? So you understood this much? Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, so इसके बाद वाला नंबर क्या होना था? 3.766, then 3.767, 3.768, 3.769, then 3.77. So that means हम कहाँ से शुरू हुए थे? 3.760 से शुरू हुए थे 3.77 के बीच में, and here we have got our final number 3.765. Okay, so here you can write with here lies between, right? Okay, 3.765 lies between 3 and 4. It lies between 3.7, 3.8. ठीक है, small units को will keep on magnifying, and इसके बीच में हमें जितने भी और suppose if you are given even more numbers after this, no, 1, 2, 3, that also you can find out. जितना जितना आपको portion मिलता जा रहा है small parts, you will keep on magnifying it. Okay, और सबके बीच में you will do 10 divisions and you will finally keep on getting whatever number you are given, right? So in this way, you can find as much big number you are given, 3.7651253. इतना बड़ा भी number अगर आपको मिल जाए ना, तो you will be able to locate its location on the number line. Got it? Children, have you understood this? So this will be the method throughout. Okay? No doubt, चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं. You will not get such big number in your exam. It will only be 2 to 3 decimal points. Okay? सिर्फ 2 या 3 डेसिमल पॉइंट्स तक आपको आएगा, अगर आया भी तो. ओके, अदरवाइज एग्जाम में यही क्वेश्चन करते रह जाओ. राइट? So don't worry, you will not get this, but it's only I'm telling you whatever big number you are given, the method will remain the same.
Ma'am, magnifying the number is important, right?
हाँ, magnifying the number is important. Okay? Between every two numbers, every two small numbers, you are making 10 divisions. ठीक है, 3.3 and 4 के बीच में you made 10 divisions. Okay? Then you got 3.7 and 3.8. Again, we made 10 divisions in between this. So we
Nice,
got
ma'am.
7.7, 3.76 and 3.76. Again, we made 10 divisions in this. Then we got 3.761, 3.762 and so on. Okay. Now suppose if your number still lies between these two numbers. So what will you do? Again, you will make 10 divisions between them. And your number will be 3.7651, 3.7652 and so on. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, children. So thank you for today.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.